So the reason I went to John's workshop is I just called him up one random day to connect with him and chat with him as a friend. And he says, hey, I have this, what are you doing next Saturday? I'm doing a workshop on goal setting. And my immediate attention was like, goal setting, I need that. I'm glad I called him. And so he says, well, come on out next Saturday. We're going to do a one-day intensive workshop, and we'll be on goal setting, and I want you to come and participate. And I'm like, fantastic. I think I need that right now. Because I was going through my life, and I worked in an environment where timelines and goals were so important, but there were somebody else's, and I was always learning to plan somebody else's timelines and somebody else's goals and carry out somebody else's wishes. I didn't know how to do it for me. And so I'd end up doing what I call the tennis ball thing, where if you have a golden retriever and it's laying on the carpet and the sun's out, the dog's just laying there. But as soon as a tennis ball comes out, that dog knows. And it's like, ooh, tennis ball, tennis ball. And so you throw the ball and the dog runs over there. And you pick it up and you throw it, the dog runs over there. No matter how tired it is, it'll chase that ball forever. And so I looked and I says, I have a lot of tennis balls in my life. I'll have furniture that's not refinished, or a wall that's not painted, or a book that hasn't been finished being read, or laundry or dishes in the sink, or I need to call somebody or write them a letter or somebody's birthday. So there's all these tennis balls all around my life, and my distraction is, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this. And it drives me nuts. And then you get angry and you focus on one thing and get it done, but it still doesn't eliminate the tennis balls. And so I went to John's workshop, and he helped me focus and understand that it's not important to do everything at the same time, but what's important in your life. What's going to take you to your grave and take you to where you want to go that's going to help other people in the process. And when I did that, we did the workshop, and I came home, and out of the three things I wanted to be very focused on just a few things, on what's important to me. Income generation, because I used to work at NASA. I don't work there anymore. So learn how to make money, but do it so it's fun, so I enjoy it. That's why I left NASA. Focus on relationships, because I really want to be married. And enjoy the whole thing in the process. So I brought the third word into it, which is be sexy. Which for me brings in my energy, my smile, my upbeat personality. So those three things I brought, those were the areas that I created in John's workshop that mattered to me in my life. And somebody else will have different areas. And so when I pulled those things out and started focusing on who do I want in my life, and really focusing on that and being fearless about achieving that goal, one of my things was to call a friend that I met at an event and let's make this real. Don't think about it. Don't be afraid of it. Why do you want this person in your life? Because it's going to enhance my life so much, so I had to take that and focus on that. And to be fearless about it and enjoy the process. But to do that, I had to get rid of all the tennis balls. I sold the pieces of furniture, just threw them out in the garbage. I started throwing clothes out so I didn't have so many to do it during laundry. I started a little ritual where if I made a simple cup of tea, when I was done with that tea, I picked it up off the dining room table, I went in the kitchen, I washed it, I dried it, and I put it in the cupboard. It was done. Complete the task, be focused, and complete it for the reason it's necessary. And once I started doing that, everything has begun to change in my life. I have many new friends, and part of the tennis balls were eliminating disempowering friends, get rid of them, to focus on what's going to make me healthy and make my life more enjoyable to live. I'm more relaxed. I sleep like a baby every single night because I'm not worrying about who did I not call, what letter didn't I write, what book didn't I read, what didn't I do in my truck. So I'm doing what's necessary so I don't have to focus on the tennis ball that's not necessary. And so my relationships have gone much, much better. John kind of helped me and pushed me the other night and says, hey, you need to call this person. So if you don't call her, nothing's going to happen. But if you call her, it may become real. What happens if it does become real? By being afraid, it may never become real, but by being fearless and focusing and going on what you want and being your true self, by being that sexy inner soul, you may actually get what you really want. And I got all that started in John's workshop. So it's just an amazing experience to really understand how important it is to focus on what you need and set goals in your life to make the future the way you want it, not the way somebody else thinks it should be.